We are talking about chapter number 3 of history, applied history, which is on page number 15. Starting with the question, what is applied history? Applied history is also known as public history. The most common question that the students ask is, sir, why do we have to study history? We do not find any use of history in our future life. We do not have any use of history in our jobs, career, relationships, friendships. Nowhere we can see the usefulness of history. But that is not true. History is applicable in our life because we are proud of ourselves as a human race because we know history, because we know which place we belong to, where we have taken birth on earth, which country do we belong to. All this thing we know. That is why we are proud of our history. That is why we are proud of ourselves. Applied history is a field of study concerned with the application of history for the benefit of people in the contemporary times and future times, in the present times and future times. We need to know, we need to have the knowledge of how to apply history for our benefit. This is what applied history is all about. Knowledge of history is useful. Why? Because it can provide guidance in finding solutions to the current social issues and incorporate them, implement them, use them in the social planning. Knowledge of history is essential for this purpose. Now, when you are asked a question on applied history as a short note for 2 marks, you need to pick up 4 points from this paragraph. Please mark it up. Is anyone here? The projects and programs related to applied history can create opportunities for people to participate along with the technical experts. Now, it gives an opportunity for the common people to take part in the projects and opportunities relating to applied history, relating to the projects and programs. Their participation in the capacity of tourists visiting museums and ancient sites is also important. Now, whenever people are working in the field of history, they are usually working in the museums or they have the ancient sites. When the two people visit these places in the form of tourists, it helps them. Their participation helps the place. Tourism creates interest in history among people. Now, this is one part of tourism where people like to visit places because of the historical importance. They can volunteer, the people can volunteer to participate in the conservation and preservation projects of their own city or town or villages which have historical importance. This gives an opportunity for the common people to take part in the conservation process, in the preservation projects. We have a small yellow box here in which they are giving us a piece of information which is not important from the exam point of view, but it is good to know. It informs us about public history. People have a lot of misgivings about the practicality of the knowledge of history. As I mentioned, people do not know why they are studying history in the schools. For example, history is usually taught as a field of interest only for historians, only for people who want to become historians, and students wishing to pursue higher studies in the subject of history and not pertaining to practical life. History as a field of knowledge does not have any applicability to economically productive fields, etc. This is what people think, but this is not true. Public history helps to overcome such misgivings, such misunderstandings, and makes history meaningful in everyday life, connecting people to history. If I give you a very small example that we do every day in our house, we have learnt from our own life, from the history of our own life, that when the milk comes to a boil on the gas, we have to switch off the gas. We don't have to continue the milk to get boiled, otherwise the milk will Spillover. This we have learnt because of history. That history may be experienced by ourselves, or by our parents, or by our grandfathers. They have told us that if we do not switch off the gas, the milk which has come to a boil is going to get spilled over. Similarly, every little thing in life we have learnt because of history, historical events. There are many universities abroad where various courses in public history are offered. See, they are offered in the universities abroad. We are not so advanced in education sector like them, so we do not have many opportunities here. But now India is evolving. Srishti Institute of Art, Design and Technology is an institute at Bengaluru, Karnataka. This institute has an independent department, a separate department named Center for Public History. This department has taken up various projects and research in the field of public history. This is only one example of an institute offering special education in the field of history. We have many more which we will be studying and knowing about as we go ahead with this chapter. We are stopping here. We were unable to start on time because of technical issues with the internet. If any of you have not been able to listen to my lecture properly, or if you have any doubts, questions or issues, you can always get back to me. We can take this up again. Hopefully we will be meeting on the 5th of this month in the school, where I will be coming and I will be clearing the doubts of any one of you who is able to come to the school. I want 3 people. You decide and tell which 3 will be coming, and we will be talking about this chapter further. Today's attendance I am taking, we have Atmaram, we have Atmaram, Kiran and Sapna. Do we have attendance sheet here? Attendance sheet. Okay. Now, tell me your names please, everyone. Yes, we have Bhumi Thakur, Mokshada Vaghmare. Okay. Alright. And Akanksha Bhoir.